Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good, everybody. Welcome back to Life Hack Media TV. Chad back with another video. You saw the thumbnail. You read the title. This one right here is about these things. Credit cards. But look, man. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Two things are out here killing everybody's income, man. Most people. That's car payments. We talked about that in one of my last videos. And credit cards. It's killing everyday folks like me and you. It's killing our dreams, hopes, dreams, aspirations. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. Not understanding how shit works. It's killing us. So I'm going to make a short video on how you should utilize a credit card. I am not by no means a financial advisor. I'm just talking about things that has worked for me, things that I have learned over the years, okay? So I'm not your financial advisor, okay? I'm just sharing things that's worked for me over the years, what I've learned, my life lessons, okay? So make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload new content. Let's get to it, man. So look, here's the deal, man. We're going to take a look at this article real quick. You dig what I'm saying? So, it says it right here in bold print. I'm making it bigger for y'all to see. Average consumer now carries $6,329 in credit card debt. People are stretched, according to the experts. This is true. Collectively, Americans owe $1.14 trillion in credit card debt. The Federal Reserves and banks of New York reported Tuesday. That is out of control, bruh. We got to do better. So we're going to talk about doing better. Look, man. When I was growing up, my mom, my dad wasn't in the picture. I don't know. That just seems to be a thing. Growing up in the hood, dads usually don't want to be in the picture, or baby moms don't want to have the dad in the picture. However that may go for you, that's another story for another day. But I grew up single parent. My grandpa and my grandma was around. But let's keep it a buck, man. Nobody taught them about finances. Nobody taught them about how to use one of these things, how to use credit, how to use credit cards, what they're for, things of that nature. So naturally, they can't teach you. So I'm not faulting them. However, our school systems, man, they suck, bruh. They in there teaching you about chemistry. They in there teaching you about geometry, algebra, right? All this bullshit that doesn't apply to everyday life. And then people get out in the real world after they graduate high school, after they graduate college, and don't know how to maneuver, how to get through these troubled waters. It's crazy. But hell, even when you get to college, man, you got credit card people lined up, like when you sign up for your classes and shit, for you to sign up for a credit card. The system wants you to be in debt. And it's killing us as people. And it took me a while to learn that, man. You know, it took me some trials and tribulations, go through some hard times, to lose some family and friend members, fucking around with credit, and get my credit destroyed, and having to build it back up to learn all this stuff. So I'm trying to get you to bypass all that. I want you to learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to teach you right here, man, how to use a credit card the right way. The way I know how to use it anyway, okay? There might be some people in the comments, no, you don't need to do it like that, blah, 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 blah. But here we go, man. So let's talk about it, right? Let's get to it, man. All right. So I got two accounts pulled up here. I got my Life Hack Media pulled up. Okay, we got that pulled up. And I got my personal account pulled up. My personal account pulled up. Credit card. So Nothing's on my Life Hack Media card, as you can see right now. I buy things from time to time. I might get some camera gear, I might get a mic, I might do something related to making content, right? I'll buy something. But there's some important lines down here that we need to talk about so you'll understand. Okay? But we're going to go back over here to my personal account because I just paid for a trip we got coming up in a few months, couple of weeks, months. What is this? As of today is August the 20. What is the date? Today's date is August the 10th. So we got a trip coming up in September. But let's talk about it, man. So when you get a credit card, all right, it gives you a credit card. You usually get a limit, a credit card limit, right? Available credit limit. On this particular credit card that I have right here, it's $12,500, right? But yours might be $1,000. It might be $3,000. It might be $5,000. It might be $20,000. It depends on, what kind of money you make, what your credit score is already like, things of that nature. What's your debt to income ratio? All that stuff plays in the part when you're getting a credit card. So we're gonna keep shit simple. All right. So we're gonna look at mine right here. Like I said, I got $1,500 on my current balance, right? Because I paid for some things to do coming up. All right. My due date, my payment due date is August the 13th. I don't owe any money because I paid that early. There was some other charges on my card. I went on and paid that, okay? My remaining statement balance from the previous time is $782.34. Now, we're going to talk about all this. This is how credit works, okay? You get a credit card. Right? I don't want to show my numbers or nothing like that. Okay? A credit card is not used for just going out, swiping it, and I'm going to pay it later. I'm going to pay it later type shit. Okay? When you swipe your credit card, the moment you swipe your credit card, you have 30 days to figure out what you're going to do with that. So, for instance, let's say you got a $1,000 credit card limit, right? You go out and get a PS5, and it's, I don't know, $500 now? Let's say $500 with college football, right? You swipe the card. Boom. You go to Best Buy, swipe the card. You got $500. Today, it's August the 10th, right? So between now and September the 10th, there's 31 days in this month. September the 9th, you need to figure out, you need to know in your heart of hearts that I'm going to be able to pay that $500 off in the next 30 days. And if I can't pay the whole $500 off, I need to get my credit utilization number down to 10% or less. So you got a $1,000 credit card limit. That means on your remaining statement balance should only show $100 or less. You don't need to have no more than $100 showing on your statement balance, on your credit card statement. It needs to be 10% or less. $100 is 10% of $1,000. Am I making sense to you? So let's go back over here and look at mine. Okay? And we're going to pull up my calculator, right? Okay, like I said before, let's see. I got to get my calculator pulled up. Hold up one second. Let's get this calculator pulled up. All right. Where'd you go? All right, I got the calculator pulled up. We're going to put this up here, right? Y'all see my calculator? Like I said, on this credit card, on my personal credit, one of my personal credit cards, my available credit limit is $12,500, right? Now remember, I said your credit utilization needs to always stay at 10% or below. So 10% of $12,500 is $1,250. Okay? So I know to keep my credit at good standards, an 800 credit score, which my credit score is about 830, 825 or something like that right now. In order to keep that superb elite credit score, I need to keep my credit card balance, the credit utilization at 10% or low. So I know at any given point, my statement cannot go over $1,250. For me now, some other people say, well, you can have 15%, 20%. That's great. I'm telling you what works for me and what's allowed me to get over 800 credit score. I keep my shit at 10% or below, and I highly recommend that. So I know in my head that my credit card balance, statement balance, should never be anything over $1,250 on this personal credit card. Okay? So look, my last statement balance was $782.34. Right? Okay. So now my current balance, as y'all can see, is $1,500. My statement balance is due every month. It shows up. Your statement balance that's the part that reports to your credit card. Okay? You need to know what your statement balance date is. Your remaining balance statement date is the 16th of each month. Mine is 16th. So I have to the 16th to pay the $1,000 to get that down to $1,250. My due date is the 13th, but I already had made some payments towards some stuff. But my remaining statement balance, the thing that reports to my credit, that what shows up on my credit is your statement balance. So your due date and your statement balance, in most cases, is going to be different dates. My due date is the 13th. My statement balance is the 16th. Now you need to make your payments on your due date or before that date because that's your payment history. That weighs like 30, 35% of your credit score is your payment history. Okay? Your credit utilization is another like 10 to 15% reports to your credit. Now we're going to talk about that on another video, but I'm just talking about how to manage your credit card. These things, your credit cards are not used for just some fun shit. Now Dave Ramsey, I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a financial advisor. He despises credit cards. He thinks nobody should have a credit card. I happen to disagree with Dave on that. I like a lot of things that Dave teach, but I disagree with that. I feel like you need a credit card. You need to learn how to manage and use the credit card. These things are tools, okay? Like when you're traveling, you go out of town, you need a rental car, okay? You're getting a hotel or Airbnb or whatever. You're spending money outside of your local area that you live in. A credit card is golden because when you swipe your credit card, you're not using your money at that moment. You're using Chase at that moment. You're using whatever Visa, whatever bank credit card, you're using their money at that moment. So if something comes up wrong, if some charges that's not valid is on there, you got time to get it fixed, dispute it, without having to go into your bank account. Now, if you swipe your debit card, that's money coming out of your account. So I think it's highly recommended that you have a credit card. We just can't be swiping this shit though to go out to eat, to take a chick out on a date, to buy shit. You need to know the moment you swipe your credit card that in the next 29 to 30 days you're gonna be able to pay that shit. Don't swipe these damn things if you're not gonna be able to pay it in the next 29 to 30 days. Because you're setting yourself up for failure. I've seen it happen to family members, I've seen it happen to my mom, I've seen it happen to friends. It's happened to me. Oh, I'll just pay it later. And then that little $200 charge that you just swipe, I'm gonna pay it later. It ends up being $500 with interest. And then that $500 end up being $1,000. And then you swipe it again. And next thing you know, you look up, you got what does the national average is. You end up with $6,300 in credit cards. And sometimes it's even more than that for some people. And then you're looking around like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now? Because you ain't got $8,000 laying around to pay that shit. So we gotta be smarter, man. We gotta get our shit together, bruh. So back to this, man. So we're just gonna go over this one more time. So I got a current balance of $1,500. My due date, my payment due date is the 13th. I've already paid my payment. And guys, don't do just the minimum payment. You know how they're seeing your thing saying pay minimum $40? Dog, you're just killing yourself. You got to pay into the total of what you swiped, or you're going to have these high ass interest rates, okay? It's going to be like 18, 20% interest. You do not want to play that game with these credit card companies because they want their money, all right? So my remaining statement balance is going to report on my credit on August the 16th. So whatever my remaining statement balance is on August the 16th, that's what's going to hit my credit. That's what's going to go to my credit report. And if I got that at 10% or below, it's going to keep my credit high. It's going to increase my credit because it's showing the Experian, TransUnion, and all those credit reporting agencies. It's showing, oh, Chad, he understands how to make his payments. He understands how to pay on time and keep it in check and not be overboard with it. So these are the two dates that's important. Your payment due date, you got to pay on time, and your remaining statement balance, you need to know your date of your remaining statement balance. Mine is the 16th of every month, period. So what does that mean for me? That means if I'm going to use my credit card, in most cases, when is the best time for me to use my credit card? When is the best time for me to swipe my credit card? Knowing what you guys know right now, what we just talked about. My statement balance date is the 16th of each month. My payment due date is on the 13th. When is the best time to swipe my card? The 17th, right? So I know on the 17th of the month, that is the best time for me to swipe my credit card because that gives me a full 30-day range almost to pay that bill, to get that paid down. So these are the things that you need to know, man. It's going to help you. It's going to help you get through. It's going to help you keep a high credit score. It's going to help you all the way through. So I'm going to pull up my credit score real quick. Let me see if I can get this pulled up for you. It's important to take care of your credit, man, because that credit, that opens up a whole lot of doors for y'all. Way a lot more doors. So let's take a look. So this is my current credit score. You dig what I'm saying? 822, buddy. And that's as August the 10th. So I happen to know what I'm talking about a little bit. It's not a flex. It's nothing like that. I just want to show you guys what we got going on here, man. Like that, man. I just want to let y'all know I have experience in dealing with credit cards, dealing with payment history, things of that nature. So make sure, man, to take care of your credit. Don't be out here just buying shit, thinking, talking about I'm going to pay it later, because that shit will catch up with you. Trust me. It's coming from an OG that knows this shit. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope it made a lot of sense to y'all, man. Be smart out here, man. Like I said at the beginning of the video, bruh. Car payments, these credit cards, if you can get that shit in check, man, get out of these car payments. Don't run your credit cards up, man. When you use your credit card, make sure to go ahead and pay that shit within the next 15 to 30 days. Know you got the funds that's going to be able to pay for that. And you'll be in good shape, man. Life a lot easier, bruh, when you're not dealing with a bunch of issues, bruh. I'm telling you, a lot of financial stuff, it makes things a lot easier for you. That's going to be it for this video, man. Once again, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload new content. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.